Sickening.
Is it sick?
Played it. Shame on you. You wanted to see, should have ran it.
You did not to wait. Yes, he actually did. Now hold up, Tiffany. Here's a little glimpse into your future. Let me paint the picture real quick. I am seeing. Yep, your foot is lodged firmly in your mouth. Seems like you spoke something into existence that you definitely did not intend. Now look at you jobless, camped out in courtrooms, and guess who's sitting in the mayor's seat? House, that is right. It happened. It is real. It already went down. So, our girl, Tiffany, is knee-deep in courtroom chaos right now. And here's what we know. Tiffany Henyard, yes, the super mayor. That is her forever nickname because she would not have it any other way. But now, she is inside the courtroom, ducking her responsibilities and constantly pleading the fifth. What is this all over? A FUJA request, yeah? A Freedom of Information Act demand for documents from a particular day. You remember the meeting, right? The one where Tiffany kept waving that paper around. Always talking about, I got the evidence right here. Receipts, proof, all of it. I am about to hand it out. She used to say, I am sending copies to everyone in this room. Well, fast forward 18 months, and now what? She is in front of a judge, taking the fifth, doing everything she can not to produce that exact piece of paper. She is going out of her way to make sure no one sees that paper, pleading the fifth in open court just to dodge that reveal. That tells you everything you need to know. She clearly does not have those receipts. I am just saying.
I would like to make one amendment for the appropriation. And I will say...
So you're doing a superseding motion to your own motion?
Okay. Superseding motion, all items read, but I would... I have great concerns about the $6.8 million. It was appropriated, but I have great concerns about it coming. And I did ask several times about time frames via email, but I've not got to see it added to my concerns.
Look at this thing.
Hearing that it needs an appropriation, just to make sure that we're covered, I would remove the reduction of that from the revenue column, 6.8 million in the budget. I would also add on the expense side $6.8 million worth of grant expenses.
That's wild. Y'all really had me beef up security like I'm in a movie. Now I got Secret Service tailing me everywhere. And guess what? That's on you. Quit with the drama already. Okay, and then explain where Kamal was during that whole time. If Kamal's been trying to split up for 4 years, how was she single 2 years back? Girl, come on, run those numbers again. I'm tired of showing up here defending myself to people who do not even know half the story. And why is Keith just sitting there looking confused? Like, what's going on? Back then, he was probably her man, just undercover. Then later, she flipped it like, whatever. Folks already hate MIT, won't change anything. And honestly, she was not wrong. But, hey, if you want to challenge me, wait until 2025, but do not risk my safety in the process. Oh, was that? A little glimpse into the future. How's you catching that? Take notes, because now, guess what? You're the mayor. This one's out, that one's out, the whole lineup's changed. I do not even know who that person is. But odds are, they got fired too. That one over there might be gone next week. That's the bond they share now. Look, I'm done playing games. Done. Let's switch it up because this is exhausting. All this mess she tried to sell it with that Ask Your Questions Act. Then, as soon as someone actually asks something, here comes the monologue. She flips it, asks something else. Like, who made you the boss of what questions we can ask? And her little crew just sits there, like that is normal behavior. Is this okay to y'all, seriously? Straight up robbing the place. And her little squad does not hear a single thing wrong with it either. You notice that? Not even a blink when she drops something outrageous. Y'all put all this together with zero focus, no direction, no plan, no answers, and showed up like it's casual Friday. That's not leadership. That is exactly why y'all do not belong in those seats. Y'all got bad advice and worse judgment. He asked you, plain as day, who gave you this info. And then suddenly it is, hold on, trustee, you are out of line. Y'all had no response, just empty vibes. That you're out of line, it is her favorite. Every time Brittany Norwood speaks, here comes Tiffany, interrupting like clockwork. You're out of line. Yet she talks over people non-stop, putting on this circus act, but just know. But quit putting regular people in danger. I didn't step up to ignore people. I stepped up to serve them. Disgusting, right? Look at him, shameful. You wanted to run against me, huh? But you did not. Or white you did. Well, hey, Tiffany, here's a little peek into the future. Want to know what I see? You are out of a job, sitting in a courtroom, while House is the one running the town. Yeah, it happened. It's real. You only pulled, what, 30 votes? 30 people after all that. After all that chaos, all that noise. You claimed the whole community was behind you. But now you have to start a firestorm just to trick yourself into thinking you can win. You cannot. Just stop. Oh snap. More foreshadowing. Hey Tiffany, guess what? You were wrong again. That was a painful one. Turns out he did win, but let me tell you what I will not do. I am not risking my life for your mess. Nope. Stop starting fights just to try. And launch yourself into a spotlight you do not belong in. That catapult dream, let it go. I'm over it. The women sitting there watching this circus unfold you should be ashamed. I know I am. Like we are not living, breathing human beings. When her little crew wants to speak, it's all, go ahead. All right, let's hear from Holmes. Holmes, you had something to say, right? Let's hear it. I am sure it will be neutral, balanced, and of course, anyone second that. No. Okay then. Go ahead, trustee. Let me tell you something cutting, or pulling back on maintenance, that is putting this entire village in danger. If our emergency vehicles fail and the money is not there to fix them, what then? We cannot sit around waiting for another city to send help when our people dial 911. Same goes for the fire department, Tiff. That truck breaks down, we cannot wait. You are playing with lives. This becomes a matter of life or death, and criminals. They will run wild if our vehicles are broken down and not properly serviced. Now, in case anyone has missed it, this man right here, he backed every single thing Tiffany ever said. No exceptions. She spoke, he agreed. Maybe once or twice. Brown her. Other loyal follower across the table asked a few questions, maybe hesitated on a vote, but Holmes, never, not once. And now it kind of makes sense. Tiffany had dirt on him. Something serious he allegedly did. So now we know the fire truck is down and maintenance is ignored. Lives will be at risk. This will turn into a crisis. People could die. You need to think about public safety before anything else. That is it. I am finished. Oh, is she finished? Now do you see what I mean when I say this man speaks in sepia tone? Everything he says and does has that faded old photo vibe, and all his speeches sound like reruns from those days. We need to do what's right, blah blah. It is sepia tone talk all the time. Go ahead, call her out. Yeah, do your bit. This was your moment, right? Now look, I want y'all to pay attention to what I am about to show. Tiffany always goes on about you're out of order, or let people finish talking. But watch how she treats Brittany. Sorry it happened like that. Maybe we can do better moving forward. Check this out, Trustee says. If it is all just meant to stir up conflict, why take the bait? Walk away. It was not built to be a fight. Blow through taxpayer money like it's a game. The last one left. You target me while you are the ones really out here wrecking everything. Trustee House. A puppet. Oh really? But of course, it is the usual circus we put on the same old performance, dragging this out for hours, arguing about nothing. Y'all could just act right. That's it. Just said what? I said we were still discussing, so I was waiting on you. Do you want to speak, trustee? Yes, ma'am. Okay then, go ahead. And yes, she heard Hershey. Definitely heard that. I heard nothing. You just said ... Why would you even say it like that? Now, just for the record, Dan, I'll be brief. This is hypocrisy all over again. And you are going to hear some crosstalk. Some interruptions. Tiffany is literally talking over Brittany Norwood as she speaks. That extra voice you're hearing, that is Tiffany on the mic, interrupting while the woman is mid-sentence. Mind you, she just gave Belchor a whole speech, yelling at her for responding to Tanganyika, saying, let her talk, let her finish, wait your turn, you don't like being interrupted. And then what happens? This same seat, and when she believed the mayor was hiding something she had a right to know, what did she do? She got her own legal counsel. So when these trustees take similar steps, suddenly it is a problem. This is exactly what people are forced to do when leadership is secretive and shady. Thank you, trustee. But no, you do not get the floor again. You just keep repeating yourself. Say something new or sit down. We are done with that. Let's move on. Call the roll, clerk. Look at this, she does not even get the floor again. Now, where is he? Oh, your police chief. Yeah, that one gone. And yes, he flipped too. He folded on you 3 times. Tiffany, that is what happened. Oh wow, how the tables turned, Maya. You have something. Yes, ma'am. I just wanted to point out how this moment shows the full-blown pettiness of Tiffany. At this very meeting, Tiffany was holding up those little pieces of paper she swore she would hand out so everyone could see them. But of course, no one ever got them. Now it is a legal matter and she refuses to bring them to court, claiming she does not even know which ones. Watch the footage again like I did. What paper was it? Find it. Produce it. It looks like an email. I can see the email tracking number at the bottom. So, it exists somewhere in the inbox. Go search for ITOR. End up in jail for withholding it. Stop pretending like you have no clue where it is, because you do. You absolutely do. She is calculated. She is not to be trusted. Not with anything. It is wild after all that trash. She talked to House, saying he could never beat her. They cannot touch me. They cannot beat me. Then she barely scraped by with 30 votes, got another chance, and said, just write me in. And she got 12 votes. 12, Tiffany. I do not know what is more embarrassing, being unpopular or thinking you are beloved when you are not. Actually, I do know what is worse you. All right, y'all? Behave now because I am not going to. Not at all. But just so you know, Mama still loves you. Yes, she really does.